Hello guys, this is the 2022 Acura ILX. This one is the A-spec premium. So this is the second highest trim you could buy. And there is 4 trims to choose from. There is the base, premium, A-spec premium, which is this one. And then the last one is the A-spec technology. And this thing looks very nice and sharp. And it is finished in platinum white. And I think that platinum white color looks really, really good. But let's go ahead and take it on a test drive and see how it does. All right, here is the interior of this 2022 Acura ILX A-spec premium. So this is the second highest trim you could buy, and the price on this one is $32,000. Interior looks okay. The exterior I think looks very, very good. And by the way, this is the last year that Acura will be making this ILX. So there's no more ILX, and what's replacing it is the new Integra. So let's go ahead and take this 2022 Acura ILX on a test drive and see how it does. For 2022, nothing was changed. So Acura basically kept everything the same. They did not add any features or anything like that, which makes sense because they're basically ending this ILX or stopping this ILX. There is a backup camera. Backup camera resolution is okay. There is 3 different modes: down view, wide, and normal. And there's a 7-inch screen, 8-inch screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is nice. And the interior looks okay, as I said. Alright, so driving this 2022 Acura ILX. As I said, this thing looks pretty good from the outside, and I think, yeah, Acura, or this ILX, aged very, very good. And the inside looks okay, definitely dated. I'm not a big fan of the dual screen design. There's an 8-inch screen and a 7-inch touch screen. So the top one is not touch, but the bottom one is. And yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the design of the interior. I did have a 2013 Honda Accord with the dual screens, and yeah, I just never was a big fan of it. And overall, car drives good and it feels nice and solid for $32,000. But yeah, definitely the inside, it's showing its age, but I personally think the outside still looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and hop on the highway and we'll see how this ILX will do. Oh yeah, nice and quick, very, very responsive. It does have an 8-speed dual transmission and dual clutch transmission, and this thing moves. The ILX only comes in front-wheel drive. I really wish it came in all-wheel drive, but this 8-speed automatic transmission is quick, and I really, really like this 8-speed automatic transmission. Steering wheel feels a little bit light. I really wish it had more weight to it. But yeah, overall, this thing is very, very light. Under the hood, there is a 2.4 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission, and this 8-speed dual clutch transmission is very, very good, very quick, and I'm a really big fan of it. This engine produces 201 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. The transmission shifts nice and quick in manual mode or automatic mode, so so 2.4 with 201 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque are very good numbers, and I feel like those numbers are underrated. I feel like this ILX produces more horsepower and more torque, and this thing is very, very light. It does have all the nice safety features: lane keeping assist, emergency braking, steering assist, and blind spot monitoring system. And yeah, this 8-speed dual clutch transmission is seriously amazing. I really, really like it. It does have like a pumped in audio from the speakers, so just to make you feel like you are in a sporty car. This thing looks very, very good from the outside. It is nice and sporty. As I said, from the inside it's not the best looking, and it does feel very cheap for an Acura. On a Honda I think that's fine, but on an Acura I don't think that's fine. This whole thing right here is nice and soft, so that's good. And I really like the gauges on this ILX. Pedal shifters feel a little bit on the cheaper side, finished in plastic, a little bit on the lighter side too. Transmission goes all the way down to the first gear, which is of course nice. Oh yeah, this thing is definitely fun, and I'm a really big fan of the way how this thing drives. I think Acura did a great job with the way how this ILX drive. So very impressed with the handling. Suspension setup is very, very good. I really wish that the steering wheel had a little bit more weight to it, because I feel like it's not as direct. It is nice and direct, but it doesn't feel sporty, and it doesn't feel like it's that solid around corners. But other than that, this thing is seriously beautiful. As I said, guys, I really love the gauges, and steering wheel is wrapped in leather, a little bit on the thinner side. It does have the a-spec in the bottom, and by the way, as I mentioned, it does have all the nice safety features, so of course that's good. Let's go ahead and activate the steering assist. Let's go ahead and actually turn on the whole system, and then set the cruise, and then turn on the lane keeping assist. Actually, the steering assist, and lane keeping assist is in the bottom with the emergency braking button down there, and here is the traction control button. And by the way, the car is currently driving by itself, steering by itself. It will come to a complete stop. And Acura and Honda safety systems are very, very good. So Acura Watch works perfect in this Acura, and yeah, I think Honda and Acura, they make very good safety systems. It's taking the turn good. I am in the center, so the car is doing a good job keeping me in the center. And yeah, overall, very comfortable sedan, and the seats are really, really comfortable. I love the fact that the center is Alcantara, and everything is wrapped in leather. 8-inch screen, 7-inch screen. Again, I'm not a big fan of the dual screen, but yeah, maybe back then it was fine, but now it's definitely not fine. Very impressive steering assist. Did not ask me to put my hands on the steering, so it's taken a long time, and I think that's very good. But yeah, seriously impressed with this thing. Oh yeah, this thing seriously sounds good. Brakes are really touchy, and let's see if I could get the wheels to spin. I'm actually not going to turn off the traction control. It is in sport mode now. I want to see if I could get any wheels to spin. So a little bit of spinning at first, and then when I took that turn, the inner wheel was spinning a lot, and there was a good amount of torque steer, but that's completely fine because it is a front wheel drive. But I think it does put the power down good, and Honda and Acura traction control system is pretty good. It doesn't really cut a lot of power. It doesn't actually cut any power. Hyundai's, I'm not a big fan of their traction control system because it does cut the power, and it cuts the power around for a second or two, and yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that. But with this, with Acura and Honda, the traction control system is very good. Again, guys, I'm not a big fan of the paddle shifters. They feel a little bit on the cheaper side, but they have a really nice feedback when you click them. And this 2.4 sounds very throaty and just sounds very deep, and has a really nice sound to it, so I really like that. There is a little bit of storage place in the bottom. I just want to tiny bit of storage place. I think it does fit a phone. Let me see if I could actually fit my phone in there. So my phone fits. And it doesn't fit all the way. I really like driving this ILX in sport mode. This 8-speed automatic transmission is seriously amazing. By the way, this ILX a-spec premium has heated seats, 2 stages, low and high. This car feels nice and small, and definitely easy to drive around parking lots and tight spots. So I want to talk about the suspension a little bit, because the suspension setup is good. It is nice and comfortable, but not everywhere. So on roads like this, the suspension is a little bit on the stiffer side, and I really wish it was a little bit softer. But on the highway or on very smooth roads, the suspension is very good. So that's what I think about the suspension. The engine is nice and responsive, and this 8-speed dual clutch transmission is seriously amazing. I am in love with this 8-speed. It's very responsive, even in normal mode. It gets more responsive, of course, in sport mode, but yeah, very good transmission. This a-spec premium has a sunroof, and as I mentioned, does have heated seats, 2 cup holders, nice and big, a tiny armrest, and the armrest is a little bit on the harder side. But yeah, overall, very good car, but the inside just feels very dated. I feel like Acura could have kept selling this ILX if they did a little bit of tweaking, and mainly in the interior. I think they could have redesigned the interior but kept the outside the same. And I really wish that Acura made a faster version of this ILX, a little bit more sporty, a little bit of noise from the exhaust or from the engine. This 2.4 seriously sounds amazing. So if you guys are curious about the fuel economy numbers, they are actually very good. 24 in the city, 34 highway, and 28 combined. So good MPG numbers from this 2.4 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. And as I mentioned, the price is $32,000 on this a-spec premium, or premium a-spec. And overall, it's a very good car. It has all the nice safety features. It has a beautiful 2.4 4-cylinder engine that sounds really, really good. I love this 8-speed transmission. I really think that Acura should have put this 8-speed automatic transmission in the Accord back in 2013, but they ended up putting the CVT. But yeah, seriously guys, this thing is seriously fun. So this ILX has all the nice safety features, 8-speed automatic transmission, responsive 2.4, blind spot monitoring system, and very nice comfortable seats. You could get it in red seats if you want to. This one has the black seats. Oh yeah. Seriously, I'm very impressed with this engine and the transmission. And the sound is very good. Of course, fake noises, as I mentioned, pumped in audio from those speakers, but still has a really nice sound. So truly impressed with this ILX, and I really wish that Acura offered something faster than this ILX, because this car is very, very good. The only thing I don't like about this ILX is the interior. I think that Acura should have kept going with this ILX. They should have made it side by side with the new Integra, and I think they should have just tweaked the interior. I know they're very similar in size, and I'm pretty sure the pricing is going to be the same too, or at least similar. But I really think they could have kept this ILX, changed it a little bit, made a faster version of it, and yeah, just made like a nice sporty version with a nice sounding exhaust. But yeah, seriously impressed with this 8-speed automatic transmission. Impressed with this car overall. I think it handles very good. Suspension setup is very good too. Great MPG numbers. And yeah, overall I really like this ILX, but not the interior of it. I would like to thank Jonathan and Acura By Executive here in North Haven, Connecticut for providing me this ILX. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information, a link at the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.